Okay, brothers, it's freezing cold, but I'm out for my morning walk. Sun is coming up, and it's the start of a beautiful day. There's a ton of snow here in Calgary. It's been a crazy week, and it's beautiful. When I look around, I can see it as two ways. Like it can be miserable because it's so cold and there's all this snow you gotta shovel and it's slippery and dangerous, or you can just stop and look around and realize, holy smokes, it's beautiful. Look at all the snow on those trees and this crisp fresh air, sun rising, loving it. Now I'll admit, getting up every morning is still hard. When my alarm goes off, I still usually like to hit the snooze once. But I end up getting up before the alarm goes off most of the time for that snooze. But I need just a few minutes to really think about it. And I don't want to do it. But because I've been doing it for so many weeks now, it's getting easier. Maybe it's not easier, but it's harder to not do it. I don't know if that makes sense. But it's become more of a habit, and I realize the benefit for me, so I just do it anyway. And I think that's my message today, is about consistency, persistence, and consistency. I don't know if persistency is a word, but if it is, it's those things. When I started doing these walks, it was dark outside, extra cold, extra miserable, extra hard. And the more I've done it, each day it's getting a little bit lighter, a little easier. And I think that's how things can be in life. And that just has to do with the season right now. But, by the time spring comes, it's probably going to be even easier and easier. And I think that is the way things are in our lives too. That the more we stick to them, the more they become a part of us. And that's what I've learned this year with the things I've started doing with my New Year's resolutions. I've had to create a vision of who I want to be. You saw that, the I am. And some of the things are still hard, but the more you do them, the more they become more natural. And that's what I've found this year that's been neat. One of the things I've learned in this program I'm doing, it's called engaged indifference. And it's a technique you should use with your wife, with your business. And to explain it simply, it means you stay engaged, but you're indifferent to the outcomes or to the response. You're less reactive. And, that happens in marriage a lot, where I get offended or triggered or something by something my wife says or does or doesn't do, and then I withdraw. And that's the opposite of what you want to do. So staying engaged but indifferent has been a bit of a hard thing to do. But I've been practicing it, and so practicing engaged indifference is what they talk about in this program. And at first it felt like I was just acting, like I'd have to act like I didn't matter to me. And I would do that. I would act like, okay, whatever. And it still hurt inside. But the more I've done it, the less I do care, I guess, or the more I do feel that, where I can stay engaged, but not be so triggered or reactive. Can still be responsive, but not reactive. It's hard to explain. Anyway, the main point is, if there's things in your life that you want to do that you don't feel are natural, the more you do them, the more they can become more natural and they can become a part of you. And so having that vision of who you want to be and then being consistent with it, you can start to get there more and more. Anyway, take care. I gotta go on and warm up.